Hi, I'm Michelle Cool and welcome to my channel Pretty Pink Soul Movement, and today I felt guided to do a message for starseeds and lightworkers. I've been meaning to do one for you guys forever, and I was getting ready to do another video today, and the message came through loud and clear. They're like, no, they need a little bit of a boost, they need a little bit of guidance, and it's time to start to do your video. So how do you know if you're a starseed or you're a light worker? Well, you're watching this video. You need to trust your guidance. So the message is coming through is this is 2020 is another period of the Great Awakening, and what I just heard is a bit of a nerd reference. Light workers assemble. This is what we're, here for. This is the year we're here for. It's just it's a foundation year. 2020 is, adds up to 4, and 4 is a foundation year. This is a foundation, which is why we're seeing things destruct. So we've been asked by the universe and by our guides and by the collective to hold space for that. The changes taking place right now. What does that mean? It means lots of things. Let's see what we can get into. So, okay, I guess how do you hold space for these changes to occur? We need to keep our vibe high. So you're naturally intuitive. Even if you're not hearing this channeling directly, you're feeling it. The light codes that you're receiving are awakening you even further into your soul. Your soul holds this memory. Your soul will guide you through this. So don't doubt how you're feeling, what the messages, you're receiving. If you're still holding on to fear, you need to start to perform a daily cleansing ritual. Start that at the beginning of your day. I'll give you an example, but you can obviously make it into what suits you. My guides have been telling me for ages. So basically they've been preparing me since like 2013 or so. It was a long time, right? But all the shit you've been through your whole life, all the traumatic experiences is actually preparing you for this moment right now. So you can do it, because people that are hurt are the most awakened people of them all. You've been cracked open. You're here to hold space for others as well as to give guidance, and don't doubt what you're here for. Just please don't doubt that. Even if you can't logically think how am I making a difference? Like, even I feel that way sometimes. I'm like, why do I bother? Like, no one bothers to like this or that. So obviously I'm not doing a good enough job. Do you know what I mean? But it's not about seeing that outer reflection. It's about, okay, what's my soul wanting me to do? What's the guidance that I'm receiving is, okay, all of a sudden I felt excited. I'm like, yeah, the time feels right. So I'm doing it, and so trust that when you feel excited about something, follow that. But I'm sensing there might be a few roadblocks before you can get to that point. So what will clear your energy, long way around, Michelle, is to do a morning sun ritual. Hopefully you get sun, but it doesn't really matter if the sun's up in the sky, but if it's behind the clouds, it's up there. Same with the moon. You do a moon ritual anytime. It doesn't matter if you can see it in the sky or not. So as soon as you wake up, before you even do anything, maybe have some water, bless your water, and then go outside, and then just sit there and wait for your guidance to come through. So a lot of you will be shamans as well, shaman women, and you'll be guided on how to cleanse your energy. So what will happen is, say like my hand's doing this, you've got your energy and your aura and your energy centers and your light body, and there's so many different things apart from our physical body as well. So my hands will just start moving and doing things. Just trust what you're receiving. You're pushing away energy, you're bringing it back in. Like, just trust the hand movements that you receive. Start like this, and then you might be called to do this. Like, it's just going to be, just flow with it. It's actually clearing all the energy around you, all that crap around you, all the collective fear in society. It will clear that for you. So do it, every morning, and try that for 2 weeks and see how you feel. My guide's been waking me up as soon as the sunrise comes up, and I'm like, sometimes I'm like, snooze. But most of the mornings I have been getting out there and doing it, and you know what? It's such an amazing start to the day. you feel like a different person. We need to cleanse this dense energy away from us, all these old toxins, all these experiences. Obviously, we have to process them also, you know, with our emotional body and our emotional mind and stuff like that. However, this is going to clear space for the information to come to you now, because we need to channel in more light codes, more information. We need to hold a bigger space, and you need to clear your energy first in order for you to do that. Star bathing at night too, that's fantastic, but the sun ritual, that is super important for all of us right now. So you can imagine if we can all do that, spread the word, you know, let's all hold a beautiful space for more light vibration to come in, so we can create a strong foundation and move past what's happening and create new systems that work for everyone. Whatever that is, we'll find out. So I pulled a few cards just before I switch this video on. Integration. We're integrating new energy, and it's going to feel, you know, look at the 3-3. That's a spiritual number. That's Ascended Masters number. The Ascended Masters are helping us with this process at this time, with accepting more light, with clearing our energy. Call anything in that you feel drawn to during your sun ritual and during your meditations. Because they can help you along, and they can guide and show you where you need to clear in your etheric body as well, and the energy just that surrounds you. And a lot of us are, doesn't matter if you're male or female, but a lot of us have that feminine energy. That feminine energy needs to be integrated into us. We're the ones that are holding the space for this to occur. And look, to me, I'm seeing this as a vortex. That's a vortex of creation. This is where we hold space. This could be where you might have some energy blockages, so you might need to put your hands around that area, you know, and actually do that movement as you see in this picture, to clear the parts of your body, especially for women that have suffered traumatic experiences, you know, through men and things like that. You will have to clear and heal that body, and you can do it yourself. You can do it yourself. Call the Ascended Masters in to help you with that if you feel unsure, the ones you trust and the ones you feel drawn to. And we've got here changes. Massive changes. You're changing the way by doing this sun ritual. If you haven't been feeling this way already, you're actually changing your whole energetic signature, your physiology of who you are. Your soul essence is stepping forward, whereas your old self is kind of falling away. The way you saw yourself before, the way you felt disempowered, you're going to start feeling more empowered, which means you're bringing in more light, which means you have to have more water, which means you have to eat better foods, more wholesome foods, and you might even notice that changing as well. For me, when this whole, you know, food scarcity thing happened, I went to the shops and it was like, because I was on a protein diet, and there was only like 2 packets of these turkey mince. I'm like, well, that doesn't kind of look too good, but I'm like, well, there are only 2 left, and you know, I might not be able to get anything, so I took it. I got so sick for 2 weeks. And it's still kind of in my system. However, that happened because, and now I can't eat meat. So it's like switch me off like that. Do I miss it? Not really. So you'll notice like things will happen and things change and shift for a reason. Forgot my point. Changes. It'll come back to me. One of them being, oh yes, we're shedding ourselves, our old skin. We're transforming. We're like snakes. We're vibrating a lot higher. So we can't see, hear the things that we used to. You'll feel like a whole new person. If you do this sun ritual for 2 weeks, if you're not feeling this way already, but if you do that, you're going to vibrate even higher. You're connecting with the power of all that is the sun. That's vitality. That's, you know, the sun helps you shine. It's associated with the sun of Leo. You know, it's amazing. It creates life. You're here to create and birth something new. And this is the massive change that's coming in. You're changing. You're going to feel like a whole new person. You'll feel more empowered. You're just going to start chasing things that you want to chase, like not in a bad way, but you know what I mean? You're going to have this whole new zest for life and see yourself differently, you know, and the things that you maybe didn't like about yourself before, now you'll be like, actually, I really appreciate that in myself. And actually, the darkness in me has got me to this point. And actually, I'm not a horrible person like I thought I was. You know, we're not, like I'm in, I guess, in the soul business of I work in the dark and the light, because my clients are trying to work through their darkness. And how do I help them do that? Because I've been there myself. I'm always going to be there as well. I'm always going to be there. There's no one's a Buddha. Do you know what I mean? Even spiritual teachers, and some of them may not always tell you. They may bring this like mask across, like they know everything. And yes, they know a lot, but they don't know everything. We're like learning to the day we die. So that's like a perception that is falling away. It's like, it's okay. Yeah, I've got these things about me. But this makes me who I am. And, you know, I love who I am. And at the soul core of me, I want to help people, you know, or whatever that message is for you, which it would be too, if you're a light worker, which you would be. So you're going to learn to accept who you are at the core of you, and the personality of you, and everything that makes you, you know. Do we need to work on things sometimes? Yeah, sure. You know, let's give anger an example. I remember I wrote a blog post about it a few years ago when I first started my website, and the response I got was amazing, to say that anger is okay. You know, obviously not irrationally, like, oh, you put that back in the wrong space, I'm just going to like explode. Do you know what I mean? But anger is a boundary. So if someone is pushing your boundaries when you've explained to them before, that's not okay for you to do, and they're still doing it, and you lose the plot and have a tantrum, that's a boundary. They've reached your boundary, you know. And I'll have that to a certain degree. Like, I'm very nurturing and I'm very caring and I'm understanding, but once you hit that point, it's like, look, I've told you, we've been there before, now you're going down. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a boundary. It's not a bad thing. It's just like anything. It's like, how do you use it? When do you use it? Do you know what I mean? Like, you see yourself differently. And for people to hear that anger is okay sometimes, do you know what I mean? Like, people try to hide those parts of themselves, like, oh my God, you know, or they think inside, I'm such a bad person because I do this and do that, or I get angry at my child, or hit, you know, when you've had your limit. Do you know what I mean? We're so busy quietly beating ourselves up, that depletes our energy and our soul essence and who we are. But as soon as you can go, oh my God, yeah, I do. Sometimes I get angry. No one can hold that against you as well. Do you know what I mean? When you're hiding parts of yourself. No, if someone says, oh, remember that time you got pissy at me? You're like, oh no, I didn't. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. Do you know what I mean? That's so disempowering. But if someone said to you, remember that time you lost it? Like, you're a pretty horrible person. Be like, yeah, I did do that. Yeah, that is who I am. I lose it when I need to. Do you know what I mean? It's like, take your power back with who you are. Don't try to hide those parts of you, because no one can have control over you, make you feel bad more than you can. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why I went off that rant, but I like talking. I like stories. Yes, I own those darker parts of you. And obviously, if you need to work on things that you really feel like you need to shift, then you can check out my soul programs. Forgiveness is a massive thing that we need to do at this time, is forgive who we said we used to be, or who we were. Like, you're changing, so you're going to be a whole different person. And you don't need to explain that to anyone as well. Like, I've had so many people coming out from my past again, like men, messaging me. I'm like, what the hell is happening in the universe for this to happen? You know, or is this a test? Not really, because I have fun shutting down men. That's one of my favorite pastimes, because I don't put up with crap. But there's a forgiveness element. Forgiving, it's about yourself. It's not about others. Well, it could be about others, but predominantly light workers beat up on themselves all the time. You kick yourself all the time. We're sensitive people. That's who we are. Always overthink and go, oh, should I have said that? Should I have done that? Whatever, blah, blah, blah. If you want to own something with someone, message them and say, hey, I realized I did this, and I'm sorry, whatever. Own it. Then you can forgive yourself. But don't try to hide things. That's the message I'm getting. Don't try to hide who you are in general. Don't try to hide your good. Don't try to hide your bad. Express yourself is such a big message for us at the moment. I actually did a post this morning about my dad, and how when I was younger, this is on my personal page, And how I was younger, my dad used to tell me about conspiracy theories and that the health system and the government's corrupt and this and that. And I'll be like, whatever, Dad. As if the government would do that. They're supposed to be there to help us. And the older I got, and after he passed away, I was like, holy shit, all those things Dad was saying was right. Oh my God, I just thought he was like some whack job, And I've looked into it myself, and I've looked into the perpetual health cycle about how they just prescribe medicines, and then that causes more things to happen to you, then the rest of your body breaks down. So it's a never-ending loop that has you dependent on, or whoever, on medication, when you have an illness, whereas you can heal yourself, because I've healed myself. I've been through this myself. There's a lot of things coming out now, like more people are starting to see, oh my God, the things that people were saying, they're not crazy conspiracy theorists. It's actually, they're saying it because it's true. And just to flow with that. And even though, like, it rocks me because I'm a sensitive person, like to think that, people potentially be putting in microchips in vaccines and stuff like that. Like I'm not a vaccine person anyway. But that just horrifies me that someone feels like they can play God and do that with people's lives, even if it, for a form of maybe perhaps population control. It sickens me. But what I'm being asked to do now, it's like, okay, you're getting more parts of the truth coming through you now, whereas I just would not look at that type of media before because it would bum my vibe out and force me to go into a lower frequency. But now I'm getting to the point where, because I'm clearing my energy, I'm drawing in more light, I see some of this stuff on social media, I speak up when I feel like I need to, I can still hold space. It's about balancing kind of what you're taking in, obviously limit it, and holding space for a higher frequency to come through. And light is truth. Light is truth. Speak your truth. And it's such an important thing for lightworkers to do at this time. Speak your truth. The other point of my post was that I wasn't too sure because I normally don't post things like that. And the response I got was pretty amazing. And people were saying, yes, we need more of this. Do you know what I mean? So you might have this perception of fear and that people aren't going to take it properly. But my soul was like, do it anyway because you need to. And it was like an ode to my dad. I had tears in my eyes as I was writing it. Because it's like, thank you, Dad, for showing me the way. He showed me a lot that I didn't realize until after he passed away. So, yeah, hopefully there's a message in there for you. So I'm just going to pull some more cards. And lift your vibe by doing, like, lots of fun stuff. Like, I remember when this whole virus thing started happening, my guides were just giving me stories from my past and all this time when I was doing, like, crazy stuff and making a fool out of myself, which I do a lot. But you know what? Makes me laugh. Like, I make me laugh. Laugh as much as you can, like rom-coms, watch comedies, do stuff to lift your vibe. I'm trying to eat better, I'm exercising more, I'm doing stretches, I'm meditating. Like, seriously, life doesn't get much better than that. Like, I'm just having a ball. Fragmented energy. Try to pull back from things that don't make you feel good. Boom. Like, you don't want to split it off too much. So have your core things that you want to do. Is one, clearing your energy. Is one, starting to eat a bit better. Maybe just try putting a bit more salads or whatever into your diet and Googling new ways to do that. Third is, I'm going to go for, I don't know, I'm in Australia and we're allowed to go for walks and stuff like that. So if you can or whatever, just go into your backyard and do some exercise. You need to be out in nature as much as you can. So a walk would be fantastic. Stretches are important to me because I suffer from a lot of body pain. And I have a feeling me releasing this energy by doing my sun ritual is going to get rid of a lot of that stagnating energy that's stuck in my body. That's going to help with that. So that's good for me. So those are my priorities, right? And then also I've been told, my guides have been like, nah, girl, you're not allowed to work. I've been doing videos for ages. I do posts every now and then, but like, no working on any of your projects. And I've got so many ideas that I want to, birth. And they're like, nah, you've done enough for now, And then I sit there and you know, focus on my priorities until they're like, okay, you can do a video. Like, yeah, woo, you know. Then I get to do my hair and my makeup, and I get to pick an outfit. Do you know what I mean? Like, I find that stuff fun as well. So focus on your main priorities, and then you'll be guided by spirit. You know, this is how I see the light workers. It's just like you're silently working behind the scenes, carrying that light, you know, and there's all the guides and angels below are there going, yeah, you got this, girl. You got this. Go get it. Shine that light. Shine that light. I love it. True love, like seeing yourself. This is you seeing yourself. Hold on. It's my Mr. Postman. Sorry about that. I was like, woohoo, presents. I've ordered so many cards online, and because the flights aren't coming in, they've been like slowly trickling in, so I was like, super excited. So yeah, as I was saying, true love. So this is more about how you're starting to see yourself. You're starting to see the clear vision of who you are. Like, look at that, like all the shininess and all, like how she's looking at herself with actual, if it would just clear up a bit. Come on, so. Well, anyway, you get the gist of it. She's looking at herself, she's all shiny, she's like inquisitive, she's like, oh my goodness, I'm seeing myself for the first time clearly. I'm starting to see the society, what they say, that's falling away. I'm starting to see me through a clear mirror of who I actually am, and starting to love myself for who I am. And you know what? It's going to attract more of your soul tribe. Let's get couple starseed messages. What else do you have to say to us? Ooh, courageous Penelope. Multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. So you might have something that you need to tell people. It could be at work, it could be your family, you could want to do videos yourself. Just do it. There's something that you feel guided to do. So let yourself blossom, let yourself shine, let yourself be seen. Speak your truth, speak your whole truth. You know, I know in the beginning when I started to do my videos, I'm like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Is this weird? Is this not? How are people going to take it? It's all those, you know, questions outside yourself, and this horrible like whirlwind of confusion of, I'm so scared. At the core of it, of the storm is, I'm so scared to be seen. I want to be seen by people for who I really am, but I'm too scared to let that out, you know, and that's what's coming up for a lot of us right now. Be seen, speak your truth, do what you want to do. If you're a musician, keep playing that music, you know, have fun, you know, be guided, you know, look into yourself deeper and see yourself for who you truly are. We've got the loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. This is a lot of like some people, because of what's happening, do you know what I mean? Being stuck inside means that you're probably more likely to get lazy and just watch series after series and not do exercise and not eat right and get depressed and get yourself down. And this is why you need to do something about it. So identify your addictions, just be willing to do something different and make a bit of a plan to start tomorrow. Release that guilt. It is what it is. That's in the past now. But what is your plan for the future? All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. Please see what I said before in the video. Like, you've got this. Like, you've got this. Do your rituals. Go inside yourself, see yourself for who you are, you beautiful light being you, and thank you so much for being one. I want to say with the starseeds and lightworkers, we've been called here for this time to help raise the frequency of the earth. You'll feel like a lot of the time that you don't belong. That's like how you strongly identify how you're a starseed. You feel like, I don't belong here. I think differently to most people. My family don't get me, my friends don't get me, people just don't get me. That's kind of how you know you're a starseed. You think differently, you feel differently. And yeah, there's a lot of us, but notice how we're all scattered around the place. Like, a lot of us don't have those soul resonance people next to us or always in our family and stuff like that. We may do, but most of us don't. You'll feel alone. That's how you know you'll feel alone. This isn't my home. I want to go back home. I don't fit in. No one likes me, da da da. You'll have all those thoughts because you're meant to, all that is meant to lead you within yourself. Don't make me look bad, camera. Turn your gaze within. This is to help. This is the path that helps you find yourself. Do you know what I mean? And then at the end, there's a reward. There's that awesome vortex. Like, not that we're doing it to reach to get abundance on all forms, but that's just what's going to happen. Do you know what I mean? You're protected, you're being guided. You just need to trust. You know, trust yourself, trust the videos being led to, trust, I'm hearing you need to write more, trust what you're writing, because then you can channel through that way. The messages will come through you a whole lot easier. Support yourself at this time, support yourself, bring your energy back in. Do your rituals, do your practices, and seriously do them for 2 weeks and watch your life change. And let me know. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm excited to be doing it, and love to hear your thoughts. Okay, all right, I'll see you again soon. Bye.